You may have traded in the National Stock Exchange, but have you ever wondered how the trade gets executed and how you get the shares or the funds after you press the buy or the sell button? Well, let's look into that today. So, the transaction process in the National Stock Exchange or in any other stock exchange for that matter happens in three phases. The first one is the trade, the second one is the clearing, third is settlement. Before we go into those phases, we need to first understand who are the parties who are involved in this process. Number one, the National Securities Clearing Corporation Limited. They are a wholly owned subsidiary of the National Stock Exchange. They were started in the year 1995. It's like the central controller of the whole clearing and settlement process. They are in charge of the risk management also in case of any fault in payments. Then come the custodians. They are like the when the buyers and the sellers place deals in the stock exchange, the details of their obligations is moved to the NSECL, which transfers the same to the clearing members. They make the available funds and the securities in the accounts they have with the clearing banks and the depositories. In India, custodians are some of the famous custodians are Stockholding Corporation of India, HDFC Bank Limited, ICICI Bank, and there are many more. Then come the clearing banks. They are responsible for the settlement of funds. Every custodian will have a clearing account with them, and in case of a sale, clearing members will receive funds in their clearing bank account, and in case of a purchase of security, they will deposit funds in the seller's clearing bank account. Then come the depositories. There are actually two depositories in India. The National Securities Depository Limited, or NSDL, belongs to the National Stock Exchange. The clearing members will have a clearing pool account with them for depositing or taking any securities from it. So now let's go to the phases. Now the first phase is the trading phase, which we all know and do almost every day. In the first phase, an order is made on the trading day or the T day that the buyer and the seller have come to a consensus on the price and the quantity to trade. The trade in NSE is order driven. That is, all buyers and sellers display the price at which they wish to buy or sell the security, and the amounts of the security, the quantity of the security they want to buy or sell. Using an electronic order matching system, NSE matches the order price either with the market price or the price at which the parties have quoted. Then the transaction moves to the clearance phase. This process is managed by the NSECL. That is the body that I described in the beginning. The NSECL on the T+1 day, they send the details of the trade to the clearing members and they request confirmation from them. The clearing members will check if the clearing banks have the available funds, and they will check if the depositories have the necessary securities. Once they have checked, the transaction moves to the last and final phase called the settlement. On the T+2 day, the shares are transferred to the buyer's demat account and the money is moved to the seller's trading account. At this point, the trade is settled. So now, if you have ever wondered where your money goes or how does it travel, or if you have wondered where your securities go and how it moves from one demat account to another, now you know.